My first question is, I alluded to it in my opening statement on the state revolving funds. The dramatic cut that is proposed in the budget would mean that, for instance, in my state of West Virginia, a decrease from 36 million to 4 million. You know, being from New York and having rural areas too, there's still a lot of places in rural America that either unserved or underserved in terms of healthy and clean water availabilities. Water systems are facing enormous pressures. Will you commit to working with the water sector and Congress to ensure that the SRFs remain a reliable source of investment? And what is the reasoning behind the dramatic cut there?
To answer the first part of your question, yes, Chairman, absolutely. Look forward to working with you and other members of this committee on that. I think this moment presents an opportunity to talk about just how revolving it's been. There have been good congressionally directed grants that have pulled money out of this source of funding towards House and Senate districts across the country. But those particular grants end up depleting funds from the account. I think that there's an opportunity here to have a conversation about that, which can strengthen the SRF as we talk about FY26 and beyond.
Well, I would say as an appropriator myself and somebody who's done congressional direct expended into that account, I understand the pushback that states have when they don't want a specific project that then is counted against their revolving fund, but it still doesn't answer how are we going to, you know, even if we have the dramatic cut that's been proposed, not only will there be no money for this congressional directed spend, there's not going to be enough money to sustain these projects into the future. So I hope we can work together on that one. I am concerned about it. Let me ask you about the new chemical approval process, because this has been, we've had hearings in the committee over the past 4 years about the inertia of the agency to be able to license new chemicals. A lot of times these new chemicals, I wouldn't say every time, but many times the new chemicals are coming forward because they're safer, they're greener, they have new technologies, and they're probably less wasteful, less potentials for contaminations because they are more advanced in the technology. Yet the past administration could never get these through. You made a pretty decisive move early on. Could you talk about that and what you think the results are going to be in terms of reviewing these new chemicals and making sure we get those cleaner, safer chemicals on the market and the old ones off the market?
Chairman, when I was confirmed, I inherited a number of backlogs, new chemicals into the many hundreds, the pesticide review, about 14,000, state implementation plans, small refinery exemptions, the list goes on of all sorts of backlogs. As it relates to new chemicals, the feedback that I got from the career staff in the Office of Chemicals is that they would be able to reduce the backlog if they had two things. One, they were able to bring more scientists into their office to boost the amount of bandwidth that they have, which we have done. That's part of our reorg announcement from a couple weeks ago. And secondly, to bring their technology up to date, because it was very outdated. Systems would crash and they would be locked out for days at a time. So we've been pursuing both. We have, with the pesticide review, been able to get through over 2,300 of reducing that backlog. And with the new chemicals review, we're looking forward to being able to eliminate that backlog as well. So it was primarily, one, increasing bandwidth, which we're doing, and two, improving technology, which we are also doing.
At the same time, did you folded the Office of Science and Tech? Is that correct? You folded an office into that new chemicals office.
We're moving the scientists are able to compete no matter what programmatic from all sorts of different program offices inside of EPA. The same goes with changes made inside of the Office of Air and Radiation, inside of the Office of Water, and elsewhere. We're creating a new office of state air partnerships inside the Office of Air and Radiation to advance cooperative federalism and to get rid of one of the other backlogs with the state implementation plans. We're creating an Office of Applied Sciences and Environmental Solutions. We are boosting that science and research mission inside of these program offices to better fulfill our statutory obligations.
Right.